Good morning, tubers. Matt M. Roy back once again. Let's see, what are we today? This is Friday, the 6th of December, 2019. Just one day away from the grand opening of the new 5 and 10 variety store in Afton, New York. Can't wait. I have been busy as could be this whole week. That's why you haven't seen any videos and or live streams. I just have not had the time to do them. It has been a roller coaster trying to get that store ready for the big grand opening, which is going to be tomorrow, I believe at 9 a.m. in Afton, New York, right behind Horton Hardware. It's actually in the same building. I hope all of you in the area can come out and see it. It's going to be amazing. They're going to have tons of doorbuster deals. Some come to mind, Heinz ketchup, gravy, and a few other ones that I really can't mention right now. You guys will just have to come out and see it, but it's going to be awesome. I think a local radio station is going to be there. They're going to have like some grab bag, a few little giveaway items, so go ahead and definitely check it out. I am extremely tired. I've not been sleeping that well, mainly because I've been working so hard. Up here, I tend to have real bad allergies, and they didn't really surface until recently, so that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. Let me turn you around. I want to show you a couple of things. This is going to be a regular vlog-style video, something you guys haven't had from me in a while, so I'll talk to you in just a moment. All right, everybody, so I'm here in my uncle's kitchen. Just made myself another double coffee. Probably one of the reasons I'm not sleeping that well at night, but I need that to kind of get me through the day. Still love these red copper coffee mugs, by the way. These things keep my coffee nice and hot up to 8 hours. You can see bubblehead.com. Again, not a sponsored video, just really like those. I do have a Keurig up here. I picked this one up about 2 or 3 years ago. I think this is one of the KE 75 ones. It's not the Platinum series, but it's a decent Keurig. I got this from a garage sale up on Front Street here in Binghamton a couple years ago. And then last time I was up, I was able to find the filter assembly. So I actually have filtered water going in there now, which is really good because anybody who lives in this area knows the tap water in Green is absolutely terrible. They just chlorinate it, and that's all you can taste. And if you put that in your Keurig, it's actually going to degrade the pump and can actually destroy the heating element. So definitely don't use tap water. What I usually do is I'll go out and I'll get something like natural spring water, which does not have any chlorine or anything like that. And if you use that instead, your Keurig should last a really, really long time. All right, so it is laundry day, and I got up about 6:30 this morning. First thing I did was check my messages like I always do, and then I actually have a little piece of dark chocolate. I found an interesting article on WebMD that said if you eat a little piece of dark chocolate every day, it helps promote heart health, so I started doing that. Then I went downstairs with my huge bag of laundry, threw it in there, and then had my breakfast. So I need to go ahead and check and see if that's done or not here. Let's see. Now, still a little damp, so I'll have to put that back in the dryer for a bit. Usually I have to run it through twice, but that's typical. I usually have to do that at home anyway. Let me see. I think we're going to go ahead and do a cold start. Let me go ahead and check the temperature outside, see what we're at. We're at about 27, 28 degrees, so I think this will be a good time to go ahead and do a cold start on the Yukon. Wow, I got to show you guys something really cool. Let me turn you around here. This is something you don't see every day on my channel. All right, so let's unlock the door here. And again, you can see the temperature. I would call that about maybe 28 degrees right now. This particular thermometer tends to read a little high, so I'm just going to say 28 to be on the safe side. But check this out. Look at those gigantic icicles. I would have to say that is about a foot long right there, and this one's not far off either. But let's go ahead and do a cold start on the Yukon. I'm going to try to walk down these rather precarious steps here. You can see we've gotten quite a bit of snow. We've had some more snow showers, It is very, very wet right now. You can see it will make really good snowballs. So, yeah, I mean, it's nice to see snow, but I'm tired of it. I am most definitely ready for spring, but we're not going to see spring, at least not around here, for a good long while. So let me see if I can get my keys out here. That's going to be the tricky part. The Yukon has actually been doing very, very well for the most part. I will tell you a few little quirks that I've had with it, and I'm going to drop my keys. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. A few little quirks I've had with it. One, the filler nozzle has a crack in it somewhere, so if I top this off at the gas station, I will get a smell of gas, so I have to make sure that I don't quite fill it up all the way. I'll tackle that job at home when I get back home. Put it on the lift, probably just reseal that with some silicone. Another issue I had that I actually fixed, if you look here, and my doors are frozen shut, which I'm surprised because it's not even really that cold out. We'll have to hold off on that. Let's see if I can even get into the driver's door here. That driver's door opens, but that's because I open that up every day. All right, let's go ahead and do a cold start. Brr, and it is most definitely cold today. You get the right key here. All right, so hopefully this thing's, let me see here. There we go. All right, go ahead and put the key in. Make sure I do have the radio off, which I know I didn't. All right, so we have 181,030 miles. Put about 1,000 miles on this so far since I've been up, so let's see if she starts. No problem. Starts like a trooper. And no check engine light, no ABS, nothing on this. Now, I did say I was having a few issues with this. Other than that, one was the headlights being extremely anemic. And what I mean by that is the headlights that come with this vehicle to start are just the really, really cheap, typical yellowish beam headlights that are really bad anyway. But on these, they are super bad. So I went to Napa the other day, and I went ahead and replaced them with some white xenon bulbs. So let's go out here, and I'll show everybody what I'm talking about. So instead of your typical yellow beam lights, you can see it's a white beam there. So you got one there, and then you got the one right over there. Now these are your high beams. I haven't done anything with those yet, but the main problem I was having was with the regular low beam lights. Now, if you look down here, I also have some fog lights, and those do help. But now that I have the white xenon headlights, it's much, much better. And that is pretty much it. I can't think of really any other... Oh, one other real funny thing with this. When it is super cold outside, this radio is really touchy. Like the screen will just intermittently cut out, and I have to bang on the top of the dash to get it to work again. But it only seems to happen when it's below 30 degrees. Like you can see right now, it says it's 30 degrees out. I only seem to have that trouble when it's below that, so I'm going to let it be for now. But it's not going to be too big of a deal if I have to replace the radio. I can get it online on eBay for about $150-ish. And it's pretty easy. Basically, the front of this dash just pulls off. You go ahead and lower the steering wheel. And there's like 4 bolts here you undo, and you can pull the old radio out and put the new one in. But the problem, the real headache is going to come when I need to go ahead and transfer my satellite radio subscription. So I want to hold on to this radio as much as I can. And yeah, the buttons are worn out, but I know what they do. But that's it. Let's give it a few revs now that's kind of warmed up a little. Love the sound of that Vortex 6000. Same engine they put in the H2 Hummer. Okay, so I still cannot get into the back of the Yukon, the rear door, frozen. But what wound up happening was the little molding that you step on, it's like a little plastic molding. The glue had actually started to come undone. The glue just degraded, and that molding was getting ready to fall off, and I was afraid the next person that would step on it, it would just kind of totally fall off. So I tried to go locally, but unfortunately here in Greene there are no hardware stores left. Comfort Hardware closed about 3 years ago, so I had to travel up to Whitney Point, which was actually convenient because I was going to my aunt's that day in Newark Valley, and Whitney Point is on the way there. And I went to their True Value hardware store there, and I picked up this. You're not going to be able to read it because I kind of made a mess out of it, but it's Permatex brand adhesive sealant black silicone. You can see it right there. Never used this stuff before. I will tell you that it is hard to maneuver. It really is very thick. You need to kind of let this get warm. I recommend if you're using this, put it next to a heater, not on a heater, but close to it, so it kind of thins it up a little bit. It goes on really thick and really gloppy, but once it seals, like it takes 24 hours to cure, but once it cures, it is hard as cement. So I would highly recommend that, even though it is a little bit tricky to work with. Well, it's coming on to 8 o'clock. I am going to have a little bit of a treat. Yes, I have been off my diet / lifestyle change since I've been here, but that's okay. I haven't really gained any weight, gaining a lot of muscle mass with this kind of work. So, what am I going to have for a treat today? Well, I went to Marabito. Yeah! Christmas tree donut. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this. We'll see what the rest of the day brings. Talk to you guys on the flip side. Take a look, everybody. About 9 a.m. here, and we have some snow flurries. You can really see it on the backdrop of my Yukon there. The icicles are still sitting, and the temperature's actually risen a tad. We are right at about 30 degrees now, but look at the snow. Isn't that pretty? Boy, I tell you, we don't get a lot of snow where we are, and it's nice to kind of see it up here. I miss it down in Virginia, but now I just wish it would stop. We actually have to do some traveling later. I have to go with my neighbor Sandy, which lives right in that house, over to Norwich. I think we got to do some shopping, but it's only supposed to be a slight flurry, like not even any accumulation, maybe a dusting to an inch at most, so I think we'll be okay, but still praying that the snow stops here very soon. Okay, so I've had a lot of people ask me, Matt, what are you going to do? Are you going back to Virginia now? Are you staying? You know what? I am not 100% sure. I know that I am staying at least until the middle of December, so about maybe December 15th, which is, what, about 10 days away. But I am going to be going home for Christmas. That is a promise. I know I need to get home for Christmas. But there's every bit of a chance that I may be coming back up after Christmas to help them out, even if it's not, right away during the spring, because they're very happy with my work. And, I'm enjoying it too. I never really did warehouse style work, stocking, lifting boxes. But I find that I'm very suited to that now that I've lost the weight. I enjoy getting the physical workout. And yeah, it's not a huge money maker, but I enjoy it. And that's the most important thing. I do have to go back, though, also because I have some clients that desperately need my help. And I felt bad putting them off this long, but I felt that I really need to concentrate on myself. My mind was just getting clouded being down there. I want to get away from home too. It's good to get away from your folks sometimes. Mom, Dad, if you see this, I love you, but I needed to kind of spread my wings and fly away. But I will be coming back home for Christmas. That is definite. But right now, I think I'm going to have another cup of coffee. And not sure what else we're going to get to do today, other than the fact that we have to go over to Norwich. So I'll talk to everybody on the flip side. All right, everybody, so I just got reminded by my mother that it is my uncle's birthday today. So if you, by some stretch of the imagination, Uncle Chris, see this, happy birthday. I am going to go out and get him an Entenmann's marshmallow cake, because that is his absolute favorite treat. And I know he's going to like it. Maybe get a birthday card and a couple little birthday candles, but I think we do have them here. But I will have to get going because it's getting kind of late. I may not even be able to beat him home. So if not, I'll probably just have to hand him the cake. But I'm not going to record any of this because he doesn't want to be on camera. And I was thinking about recording while I was driving, but the weather is really bad out there, so I need to concentrate on the road. My concentration on a normal day isn't that great anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Believe it or not, my battery was getting really low from all this filming, so I broke out my Black Web power bank that I got from Walmart on Black Friday for, I think this was $15. These things are awesome. Black Web is kind of like Walmart's house brand when it comes to tech accessories. But this thing has a capacity of 20,100 milliamp hours. I don't know if my front camera will focus on that or not. Let's see. Come on. Kind of. But this will charge my cell phone about 5 times over. So I can recharge my cell phone 5 times without actually having to recharge this power bank. So kudos to Walmart for actually putting out a product that I like. Let me head out there. We'll see what the rest day brings. I might make this a multi-day vlog. We'll just see what happens, and I'll talk to everybody on the flip side. Alright, tubers, I said I wasn't going to vlog on the way to Norwich. Well, I decided to do a little one. It's pretty nice out right now. We got a little bit of flurries hitting the windshield, but it's pretty much almost like a freezing rain right now, or really, really thick snow flurries. So I think the worst of it is almost over. Now, Green to Norwich is only about 20 miles, so it's not too bad. But that's really the only downside to living in Green, is you literally have to drive 20 miles to get anywhere substantial, like that has a Walmart, or not really a Kmart anymore, but a Lowe's, a Home Depot, a Best Buy, something like that. You can go to Norwich, which is about, again, 20 miles away. You can go up to Front Street, which is about the same, about 20 miles away, and there's a Lowe's there. Now, to get to the Walmart in Johnson City, that's about 30 miles, so it's actually better to go over to Norwich, which actually I want to do anyway, because I'm going to go back to Real Deals, the dollar store today. I'm not buying too much, so don't be disappointed. Not going to be any haul videos unless they got a huge stock of merchandise since I was there last week. But I do need to get a few things. I need to get some more LED light bulbs. I want to pick up some more of those B&H work gloves, those yellow work gloves that have the grips on them. Those are really good, not only for bike riding, which is why I originally bought them, but also for doing the warehouse work. I find that on the really, really cold days where I can't bear to have my hands out without gloves, those things work great. And believe it or not, the variety store here in Green, the warehouse is not heated. Now, the one in Afton is heated, so there usually don't need gloves. But the one here in Green, we're in there pricing stuff, and it's cold. I mean, it could be like 38, 40 degrees in there sometimes, even lower if it's really cold outside. Whoa, I need to watch my speed here. One thing you have to be very careful, this is Route 12. When you go through the small towns, it goes from 55 all the way down to 40 and sometimes even 30, depending on the town. Like, we're going through Brisbane right now, which is where the one and only garbage dump is around here, and that one you can go through at 40. But I think when you go through the village of Oxford, which is much more substantial town, it's only 30 miles an hour. So if you come up here and you travel, be ever mindful of that, because they do like to hand out tickets in this area very, very easily. That's how they make a lot of the money. But other than that, again, tomorrow's the big grand opening day, 9 a.m. in Afton. If you're in the area, come and check it out. A lot of really good bargains to be had. There's going to be doorbuster deals. There's going to be a Christmas parade tomorrow. Some of the local radio stations and the TV stations are going to be there. I believe there's going to be at least one TV station there, but the radio stations are going to be there. It's going to be a very interesting day, and I think if you come out, you'll have a lot of fun, and you'll get to meet me if that's something you want to do. All right, well, the snow is starting to pick up a little bit, so I am going to go ahead and pause the vlog for right now. We'll see what the rest of the day brings, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, so I thought I'd give you guys a little sneak peek at what I'm driving through right now. I am right in between the village of Brisbane and the village of Oxford. I guess they call it a village. But the snow is coming down pretty heavily, though. I'm noticing through the camera lens you really can't see it that well. Speed limit here is 55, though I'm keeping at about 50 for safety reasons. Whenever it's snowing, sleeting, freezing rain, anything like that, you want to make sure you have your headlights on, number one. And number two, it's a good idea to go about 5 or maybe even 10 miles per hour under the posted speed limit. But yeah, this is crazy. They said we were only going to get intermittent snow showers today. Another thing you have to watch out for here are deer. If you look to the right here, you'll see a deer crossing sign, next mile and a half. That means there's a high probability that around dawn and dusk you'll see deer crossing. So let's see if we get lucky or unlucky, depending on how you look at it, and see if we spot any deer. No, don't see any. Not really the right time anyway. It's about noon now. Oh, there's a snowplow. Got to move over a little bit. He's gonna. Yep, that's what they do. They kick up salt, dirt, whatever's on the road, and it hits you, but good. Oh, good. This one doesn't have his plow down. But yep, this is what I'm dealing with right now. So I'm going to pause this, and I'll talk to you guys when I get back home. All right, tubers, made it home safe. It is still snowing out there. Look through the back porch window. Can barely make it out, but it is snowing. Before I end the vlog, though, I want to show you that I did something nice for my uncle. I am hiding his cake up here. This is his absolute favorite cake of all times. It's a marshmallow fudge Entenmann's cake. And I just put 9 candles and happy birthday. Now, yes, he is older than 9, but I don't have 60 candles to put on there. So I have this hiding up here. I have some matches so I can go ahead and light it once he gets home. But I need to wait until our neighbor Sandy comes over. And I even got him a nice little card. I'm not going to film this because I know him and I know he's not going to be want to be on the channel, unfortunately. Hope you guys enjoyed the vlog today. Please continue to like and subscribe. Wish my uncle a happy birthday, and I'll relay those sentiments. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.